This podcast is part of the It Was a Thing on TV podcast network.
Live from Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Clash of the Champions. Tonight, the commissioner has appointed the guardian angel to uphold law and order. Will Sting get a chance to avenge the Avalanche? The stakes are high. Newly crowned WCW World Tag Team Champions Harlem Heat will have their first title defense. Odds are that Stars and Stripes are ready for revenge. Johnny B. Bad has found his ace in the hole. The fans have spoken through the WCW hotline. Arn Anderson will have to put up the WCW TV title. You'll see high flyers Beautiful Bobby and Alex Wright soar to new heights. We'll also show you Das Wunderkind's video debut. It was a gamble, but the WCW World Champion Hulk Hogan found his surprise was a shake of the hand and not a slap in the face from Macho Man Randy Savage. Faces of Fear, Kevin Sullivan and the Butcher are going for broke when they climb in the ring against Monster Mania. But beware, the awesome Vader has purchased 2 tickets at ringside to see Hulk Hogan up close and personal. And rumor has it Ric Flair may make an appearance tonight. Live from Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Clash of the Champions.
Okay, everybody, it is time to wrap up the story of the Masked Man right here on the Square Circle Time Machine as the Hulkster and the Macho Man Randy Savage are going to take on the Butcher and Kevin Sullivan in a tag team extravaganza at Caesar's Palace in Vegas for Clash of the Champions 30. Greg here with Dane and Dane. Are you excited for this tag team match?
I am excited because I remember this is the very infamous, which we'll get to that spot when it comes up. So I'm looking for it because I have only seen clips of it, never the full match and everything else around it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun, but listen, I need to mention that, well, we found out what the fourth rascal apparently did, and oh boy.
Ooh, yeah. And the order came from beyond Tony, like it was someone up from Warner Brothers Discovery that decided, nuh-uh.
No. Who vets these hires for AEW?
Yeah, like who's vetting? But then again, like, I mean, even there, like, shortly after Snowman made comparing WWE to Harvey Weinstein, he went and hired Ric Flair.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, if you're really, really serious about this stuff, maybe getting Ric Flair for what he's alleged to have done maybe isn't the smartest move.
Yep. As well as keeping Chris Jericho on the payroll after his interesting allegations, and of course, Fightful Select's Manager of the Year, Don Callis, on as well too.
Oh, don't get me started on the fucking Fightful Awards. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, when we finally get the announcement of the Observer Awards, we're going to fucking have a field day with that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's going to be absolutely a shit show when that comes out. But look, I'm aware that people are not perfect. I understand that. But still, you can at least try and vet your potential hires and maybe look into why and that sort of thing. I don't know why they don't bother to do it.
Me neither. But yet they will NDA everyone leaving, but they won't go any further to maybe figure out why they shouldn't have been hired in the first place.
I'm going to get away from that. So why don't we go straight into this show? Because just so you know, behind the curtain, we taped TNA Genesis on a Sunday. I put it out on a Tuesday, quick turnaround time because of the holiday and everything. And we're recording this on Wednesday, this episode. So this is kind of like a quick thing because we only have 3 days worth of current wrestling because all we had was Raw. And I guess Dynamite's airing right now. So, So why don't we just go straight ahead into our show? So it's WCW Clash of Champions 30. So last time we were in this storyline, Macho Man had just debuted at Starrcade, and the Faces of Fear thought that Macho Man was on their side, but they never knew it could happen to them.
It happened to them, Macho Man. It was a macho surprise. He was taking a nap.
Okay, so now the Hulkster and the Macho Man, they are now a tag team unit, but they're not the Mega Powers, Dean. They're the Monster Maniacs.
The Monster Maniac. Monster Maniacs. Okay, because, I mean, we had, before they were the Mega Powers, and then Hogan and Beefer were the Mega Maniacs. Then Savage and Warrior were going to be the Ultimate Maniacs. So where would Monster Maniacs fit in somewhere in the hierarchy of Mega and Maniacs?
I don't know. Maybe Randy Savage was watching Frankenstein one day and he was like, oh, I got a great idea for a team, Hulkster. Let's get started. So how about we go to Tony, Gene, and Bobby to introduce us to this clash.
So the Champions is on the air. This is an historic night. It's the 30th Clash of the Champions live on TBS and the 20th anniversary of this great sports pavilion at Caesars Palace on the Strip in Las Vegas.
Now, I should note, unlike WrestleMania 9, they are indoors for this at Caesars.
I'm guessing indoors is a bit smaller attendance-wise, so that's why we had them build the temporary seating outside so they can get a bigger crowd.
Yeah. And as we noted before, they also used that setup for boxing fights as they did 5 years earlier for WrestleMania 9 when they did the Sugar Ray, Leonard, Donnie Lalonde fight, and then later in 93 with the second Holyfield Riddick Bowe fight.
Along with Bobby the Brain Heenan and me, Gene Okerlund, I'm Tony Schiavone. We are on the air, and what a tremendous tag team main event that we have later on in the telecast. The Monster Maniacs are together, Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man Randy Savage against two of the three Faces of Fear, Kevin Sullivan, the Butcher, Mean Gene.
That is going to be a huge match, Tony Schiavone, but let me point out, they say 5 matches on this great schedule tonight, but there may be more. As you know, Hardy, Race, and Vader have bought 2 ringside seats. They're in the building. Also in the house, I hear, is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh, my God, Dean. So we got Vader in the building, and we got Ric Flair in the building.
Maybe they're beginning their illustrious career as property managers.
Oh, you think this is where it started? Dane, do you think this is where they got the idea to buy that gym?
They talk about later how Vader, right now there seems to be like a no contact order between Vader and Hogan, but yet here's Vader going to be a few hundred yards away from him at ringside. So perhaps this was another attempt of Vader messing with Hogan by buying his gym that he used to work out as a little Hulkamaniac.
Yeah, that's right. The Jack Carter owned.
Yeah.
That episode of Baywatch. Oh, what a great episode of Baywatch. We need to review that episode sometime.
Yeah.
Put him into the mix, and we have got one fantastic evening at hand.
Well, you know, the last time the Butcher got his hands on Hulk Hogan, he put him to sleep. Well, this is a city that never sleeps.
Oh, yeah, because remember, Dane, the last time the Clash, it was the Butcher who made Hulk Hogan go to sleep. Because if you remember, as Bobby said, the LAPD, they banned the sleeper.
Yes. Well, that sure didn't help him out at Starrcade, unfortunately.
Oh, no, it didn't.
Hogan, you better have your jammies on because you're going to bed real early. And yes, the man is in the building. Ric Flair. Woo!
Let's go to Gary Capetta.
All right, so we have our opening match.
Although I have to quickly add before, because Bobby Heenan there said that Hogan should get ready to have his jammies ready. So hopefully he borrowed Mr. T's nightcap and referee shirt for...
Oh, yeah, I was going to mention that, but thanks, Dane. I forgot. Yeah, Mr. T did have his jammies. He could have given him the Hulkster.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got our opening match. It's for the World TV title in a rematch from Starrcade between Arn Anderson and Johnny B. Bad. But Dane, a couple weeks earlier on Saturday night, Arn Anderson beat Johnny B. Bad for the World Television title.
Okay, so the turntables have turned here.
Yes. So we're going to go to Scott for the review of this World TV title match between Arn and Johnny right here. So let's go to Scott. So as noted, Honky Tonk Man got fired before Starrcade, and Arn got the title shot there instead, and then went on to win the belt a couple weeks later. This is a rematch demanded by this dumb enough to pay $1.49 a minute to the WCW hotline to vote for it. Oh, yeah, because they did a poll, I think, on Saturday night to see who the fans wanted to see Arn Anderson defend the title at the Clash, and they voted for Johnny B. Bad.
I think Tony says here that Arn cheated, so Johnny deserves a rematch at the belt.
Yes. So Scott says, you would think that they would have to change the title to justify the gimmick. Bad puts Arn down with a knee lift, but Arn takes out the knee and goes up. Bad drop kicks him to the floor and follows with a dive. Back in controls with arm drags, and Zaguri gets two. Arn tries his own in a cute spot, and of course misses badly and allows Bad to get a roll-up for two. Finally, Bad charges and gets clotheslined on the top rope, and Arn chokes him out and allows Colonel Parker to get a cheap shot. Arn stomps him down for two and goes to the chin-lock. Bad slugs back, but Arn goes up, and they set up for the babyface gets his foot up spot, but Arn actually evades it and drops an elbow instead. Sadly, he makes the mistake of pointing to his head to indicate his intelligence, and Bad makes the comeback. Well, baby steps. Bad with a Rana, and he puts Arn to the floor with a knockout punch, but Parker revives Arn with cold water. I'm dubious on the medical science behind that. Scott, don't you remember when Mr. Fuji did the same thing to Crush at Mania 10?
That's the best way to wake up someone other than, well, getting ahead here.
Yeah. Scott says maybe he should have dropped a... Oh, I'm not spoiling that, so... Bad cheeses Parker and walks into a DDT at 7:37 as Arn retains. Note from WCW to fans voting on the hotline. Fuck you. Solid opener, 2.5 stars. Given I couldn't remember who beat Arn for the belt, I made the mistake of looking it up and got depressed about this year again. Oh, man, Scott.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I will say, though, this was a much better match than Starrcade.
Oh, God, yes. I don't know, maybe it was maybe Honky fucked off right away, so they kind of had to scramble and put together the Arn and Bad match on the fly there, so that's maybe why they didn't gel as well at Starrcade compared to this. But yeah, this was a much better outing.
All right, so we're going to go to Mean Gene here, and he's with the Butcher and Kevin Sullivan, so let's go to that.
Well, we've just seen a wild one for the World Television title. I'm back in the locker room right now with the Faces of Fear, Butcher and Kevin Sullivan. And gentlemen, just moments from now here at the Clash of Champions live in Las Vegas, you're going to be facing Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man Randy Savage. Collectively, they are the Monster Maniacs.
Collectively, they're in real trouble. This is the Faces of Fear. And Gene, you know me very well. We're not going into this unprepared. You see, it seems to be tilted all on our side now, Gene. Ric Flair, we hear, is going to be in the audience.
True.
We also know that there are 2 seats reserved for the Vader man. Is that true?
That is absolutely correct.
And I also think is, Hogan, I made a deal with Savage a long time ago. So it is this. Just like it happened to Julius Caesar, you are surrounded by friends. And you know what happens to friends that have been surrounded? They're going to get stabbed in the back.
Butcher, I want to get your side of this because you know very well what Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man are capable of.
Well, you know something. I heard that Vader's going to be sitting at ringside because he wants to be there just in case he's got to interfere and pull Kevin Sullivan and myself off of Hulk Hogan so there's an itsy-bitsy little piece left so he can bash it at Super Brawl. So you know what we got planned for these guys. It's not gonna be pretty. So all you people better be ready for the splash and the gush that's gonna be coming out of the ring when we squash these two clowns. What do they call themselves? The Monster Maniacs?
He does not paint a very pretty picture, Kevin Sullivan.
And the picture I paint is worse because it's gonna be painted in blood.
It's going to be painted in blood.
Painted in blood.
What?
Wait a minute. No.
Kevin, I don't think the Turner censors are going to go for that.
Standards of practice ain't going to like that too much.
Oh, no, considering that they had to fire Dusty Rhodes because they got pissed that the Road Warriors put that spike in his eye.
Hogan, Savage, it's going to be painted in your blood. You owe me something, Savage. And Hogan, if I was you, I wouldn't have eyes anyplace else but in my back. Don't worry what's coming in front of you.
Can I ask you a question? Have you talked to Vader, Harley Race, or Rick Flair?
It's none of your business who I talk to.
Well, the reason I'm here is to ask questions. Gentlemen, I thank you very much, Butcher and Kevin Sullivan, meeting the Monster Maniacs. That's Hulk Hogan, and of course the Macho Man, Randy Savage, right here at the Clash of Champions. We've got more on TBS when we come back.
Oh, Dane, come out right now, Dane. We got the epic music video for Das Wonder Kid Alex Wright.
Das Wonder Kid.
Yeah. Now, do you want me to play the video for you, Dane?
Please do.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're not going to get the visuals, folks. Go to Daily Motion. It's on Daily Motion if you're unable to get it through Netflix. I assume this is on Netflix, correct?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, you'll have to go to Daily Motion then or some other place on the web.
Knowing my luck with WCW shows, it will be on the WCW Vault channel within the next few days.
Oh, yeah. Never forget the German dub you got of Uncensored 95.
Yes.
All right, let's play this. This is like the most 1995 shit I've ever seen.
Basically, it's Alex Wright's entrance video and theme, and just then him grinning and dancing, and then just that's two shots of him doing his funky dance and interspiced with some of his match highlights.
Oh, yeah. I do like the fact that it has the shows the clips of him like doing that little flip from the ring in his entrance.
Yep.
I love that shit. All the girls, they're going nuts for Alex.
Yeah.
I love this little what the model of like him dancing, like the stick figure of him dancing.
Yeah.
Great. All the way he's like, yeah!
Yeah. We love that Wonder Kid. Da.
Oh, just wait for a year from now when he's on that beach with like Jim Powers, Renegade. I forget who else was on that freaking team against the Dungeon of Doom at one Nitro. But oh my god, that was something else. Okay, so we get to our next match as Alex Wright takes on Bobby Eaton.
Beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Yes, he hasn't found Steve Regal yet.
No.
We got to one day cover that Saturday night where Bobby's trying to be Steve's partner. They have that match, and then Lord Steven comes to the realization, oh, this man might be a wonderful partner. Oh, it's my favorite episode of Saturday Night from 95. Glorious. Okay. So let's go to Scott here for Beautiful Bobby and Alex Wright. And by the way, I should note, Scott said that Alex Wright's music video was terrible. No, Scott, it was great. Screw you.
Yes, Scott. Scott Keith would probably also turn up his nose and spit on Kit Wilson's current theme.
Oh, yeah.
Current flavor of the month now. But you know what? It ironically is a very good theme, actually.
Oh, it is. I love it.
It's very 2000s Disney Channel Nickelodeon sitcom feel to it.
Oh, yeah. You definitely fit right in on like a 2000s Disney Channel show. All right, here we go for this. Let's go to Scott. Eden would soon be repackaged into Earl Robert Eden as Regal's tag partner. And unlike guys like Ricky Morton, Eden committed to the role. He changed the name, haircut, and manner of dress. Just wanted to bring that up because Eden is great and underappreciated. Well, that's true. He is.
Yeah.
Wright controls with an armbar while the announcers talk up his big Starcade win over some jobber named Jean-Paul Levesque, as if that goof will ever amount to anything. So Wright is just all over that arm, but Eaton slugs him down and goes to the chin lock until Wright escapes with a suplex. He makes the comeback from a back elbow and goes up with a missile dropkick for 2. Crossbody gets 2. Eaton puts him down with a neck breaker, goes up to finish with an Alabama jam, but only gets 2. I would have bet money on that move missing. Eaton gives an annoyed look and pounds away in the corner, but Wright comes back with one last crossbody to finish at 7:33. Weird finishing sequence, as I think Wright really was supposed to move there and missed his cue. Match was fine, 2.5 stars.
This was a decent TV match. Again, they're really pushing Alex Wright as some uber mensch, and no other better person than a trusted veteran hand in Bobby Eaton to help with that. So,
oh yes. Oh, by the way, Dan, I did not mention on the next episode of Saturday Night, we got a big match that's lined up for the TV title as Arn Anderson will be defending it against Randy Savage.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm guessing that ends in a big old schmoz somehow.
Yeah, I'm guessing it does.
Although I'm hoping it involves Ming in his cool suit.
Oh, he definitely had a cool suit tonight, Ming. Okay, so we're going to go to Mean Gene here as Vader has arrived at Caesar's Palace. So let's go to that.
Live at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada, the Clash of the Champions in front of a packed house and millions of others, of course, across the country watching here on TBS. Ladies and gentlemen, less than a month from now in Baltimore, Maryland, at the Baltimore Arena, it's going to be, yes, indeed, another big World Championship Wrestling event, one you can be part of. Super Brawl, Sunday night, February the 19th. As you know, WCW Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan has been signed at that time to defend against the #1 contender, 452-pound Vader. You also know about the official ruling that neither Hogan nor Vader could meet in any arena anywhere in the country prior to February the 19th. However, my sources tell me, and we're going to prove that conclusively here in just a moment or two, that Vader indeed is in the house tonight. He's going to be watching the proceedings. With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the #1 contender and the reigning United States champion, along with manager Harley Race. Here's Vader.
Oh, wait a second. I got a question. Why is Vader by himself?
Where's handsome Harley Race?
That's a good question. Maybe we'll find out here in this interview.
Maybe, yeah.
What time is it? What time is it?
Wait a minute, Vader. Wait a minute. Where is Harley Race?
Hey, don't you worry about Mr. Race. I have a ticket right here for Mr. Race. He may show up anytime and any place. So you mind your own business.
Can we talk about February the 19th at Super Brawl in Baltimore? You and Hulk Hogan.
Hey. Before we get going, I want to ask all of Las Vegas and the whole world that's watching, who is the man? Yeah, and let me tell you, y'all know what time it is, don't you? Hogan! The Demon is in Las Vegas and at Caesar's Palace. Where have you been? You aren't where you're supposed to be. You were supposed to be at an autograph session at the lobby. Vader showed up. You weren't there. I went to your room. I kicked down your door, and you weren't there. I went to the gym you were supposedly working out at, and the people said that you mysteriously left early. You've been dodging the Demon, brother. But guess what? You can run no further. You can hide no more. Yeah, Vader waits for no man. I've got my ticket, and I'll be here. It can happen anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Hogan, grow eyes in the back of your head because the man's coming after you.
All right, that sounds like a threat to me from Vader. February the 19th in Baltimore at Super Bowl. Right now, let's get you up to the ring.
So Vader has both tickets. He couldn't leave one of the tickets to the will call for Harley to get to?
Unless Harley's going to pull out his taser and tase the ushers that are going to stop him from not getting in.
Okay, so we're going to get to our next match. It's for the WCW World Tag Team titles as Stars and Stripes take on Harlem Heat. Now, like with the TV title, Stars and Stripes lost the tag titles to Harlem Heat. So Harlem Heat come into this match as the reigning tag team champions.
And looking fine as hell with their shiny purple tights.
Oh, yes, and Sherry.
Oh, yeah.
So we get Harlem Heat come into the ring. We go to commercial break, but we're going to come back to commercial break, and, well, someone arrives to the building, so let me play it.
Oh, no. It's the man.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, that music can mean only one thing. There he is, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, like you said, has made his appearance, and as customary.
Oh, man, Dane. Rick has arrived to Caesars, and he's got two beautiful women with him.
As is the style of the time for Flair.
Oh, yes. Oh, man. Oh. And I love this. Hold on a second. I got to play this here. Boy, what is it to Vader? It's like, okay, I'm not going to mess with you, buddy.
Yeah.
But, oh, yeah, look who's going to give Rick a handshake. It's Bobby.
Bobby, yes, and should also note that Bobby's wearing a very sweet-looking purple sports coat.
Yeah. Now, hold on a second, because I got to play a clip here. Hold on a second about, if I can find it real quick. I need to, because Bobby said something to Tony about what's going to happen, so let me try to find it.
Hey, how does Ric Flair look, huh? He looks great. And he introduced me to the two ladies friends, Cynthia and Jessica. Jessica's mine for the evening. We're going dancing later on, and, we're going to have a ball. You want to come along? We need someone to drive the car.
So it's going to be you, Flair, Cindy, and Jessica?
That's right. Painting the town red, as only Ric Flair can do.
Okay, now I got to mention, Dane, I would take Bobby up on that offer. I'm not going to lie.
For sure, I would take that as well. I mean, getting to show for Rick, Bobby Heenan, and two beautiful ladies going down the Vegas Strip in the mid-90s.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine Rick and Bobby, gambling at the tables? Playing roulette, maybe play a little Keno?
Keno, yeah.
Or the slots?
Slots, pinochle.
All right, so let me go to Scott here. Harlem Heat and Stars and Stripes for the tag titles. So now Ric Flair joins us at ringside. Also, WCW comps some seats 4 or 5 rows back, so that's something of a misnomer. To show how far in advance they were taping at this point, this was advertised as the Heat's first title defense after winning them from Stars and Stripes 10 days before. But in reality, that title change was taped at the beginning of December, a month before. Saved them money, I guess. Yeah, that was always an issue with the taping so far in advance.
Yeah, it's always been a problem with both WCW and WWF. I mean, I thought they also did some tapings or during build for WrestleMania 10 that they had taped some stuff with Lex Luger holding the WWF title just to kind of gauge to see how interested the crowd was for him as a champion.
Didn't that resurface recently on the Vault channel?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me get back to Scott. The BBC's clean house and get a double hip toss on Booker for 2 and double team it for a bit. But Bagwell gets caught in the heel corner, and you could say it's a Harlem Heat segment. Booker with a chin lock as they do a super basic match for a dead crowd. Booker and Bagwell collide on a body block attempt as we get a funny bit with Heenan. I'm going to report on my hotline what I did with Flair after the clash, and it's going to be X-rated. And Tony says, Brain, you couldn't even stay awake for the all-nighter last week.
I think they talked about this all-nighter. It must have been like a marathon of matches, I guess, on TBS the previous week.
Oh, yeah, I do remember. I taped this whole thing. It was 6 hours of old WCW matches, and it's on archive.org. I'll send you the link after the show. But it's hilarious. Okay, there's this running bit, like near the end of the all-nighter, where Bobby's asleep, and Mean Gene decides he's going to paint on Bobby's face, and he paints like whiskers on him to make him look like a weasel. And then when Bobby wakes up, he's like, they're all laughing at him. He's like, what are you all laughing at?
What are you all laughing at?
And then they all say, oh, Bobby, you're such a great sport, all these years. You know what? You're not a weasel. We have to apologize to you, Bobby. And then at the end, Bobby says, you heard it here first. I'm the Brain. I am not a weasel. As he's got the weasel paint all over his face.
The weasel whiskers.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was also my first introduction to David Crockett that all-nighter, too.
Okay.
And he made an appearance on that all-nighter. Pierce 6 brawl, and Sherry gets bumped, allowing Bagwell to roll up Booker. But Stevie sidekicks them over, and Booker grabs the tights for the pin at 9:30 to retain. This was fine and totally unremarkable. 2 stars.
Yeah, the crowd didn't seem really into this match at all, but it was a pretty serviceable tag match, I guess. And sadly, this is, I think, the last we'll see of Bagwell and Patriot in this combination, as probably if we ever get any further, probably Patriot will see next somewhere in late mid-1997 WWF, and Bagwell will, who knows how we'll see him, either as an American male or the delicious part of Vicious and Delicious.
Oh, I need to do a Nitro with American males, American males, American males, American males. The best, worst theme song of all time, American males. Right up there with Steven Regal's He's a Man's Man theme. All right, let's go back to Bobby and Tony here.
Back on the Clash of the Champions live from Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Tony Schiavone and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Ric Flair is here. He is sitting over here. Vader is here at ringside. And right now we're going to hear from the Monster Maniacs. You get paid to talk.
I know. I don't care about the Monster Maniacs. But I'll tell you something. Ric Flair, there's still something burning in that man's eyes, and Vader is still sitting at ringside. Something's going to happen, and it's going to happen to Hulk Hogan. Don't leave your sets.
Let's go right now to Mean Gene Okerlund standing by with the Monster Maniacs.
I'm back in the locker room area with the Macho Man, Randy Savage. The Moth of the South, Jimmy Hart, is here. World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan joining us. These 2 men later on tonight are going to be facing Kevin Sullivan and Butcher from the Faces of Fear. Ric Flair is in the house. Earlier on, I talked to Vader. Hulk, I gotta say that you guys are gonna have eyes in the back of your head.
Well, you know something, Mean Gene? As funny as it may seem, brother, the odds makers are betting against us, brother. Like you said, with the dirtiest player in the game hovering around the premises, with that big bad monster buying 2 seats at ringside, they're betting that by hook or by crook, Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan are going down tonight, brother.
Okay, I gotta say something here. Why would the odds makers bet against Hogan and Savage?
I don't know. Maybe someone's on the take and thinks that if they want to bet against, that would be quite the interesting parlay to have, is Hogan and Savage losing. Someone could really clean up if that was like big odds on.
But they don't realize the momentum. They don't realize that even Caesar himself has said thumbs down to Kevin Sullivan in that no-good Butcher.
How would he know that Caesar gave thumbs down to Kevin Sullivan and the Butcher?
Okay, are we talking about Julius Caesar or Caesar from Planet of the Apes?
Oh, could you imagine if Roddy McDowell showed up in the Caesar makeup? Better yet, you could. It's too bad that this isn't like 30 years later. You could have had like Dana Gould as Dr. Zayas make a prediction for this match.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Hart, my man, you squeaky little mouse, you better have eyes in the back of your head, because if that no good rotten Vader or Ric Flair makes a move, you better squeal like the loudest mouse I've ever heard in my life.
Better blow the whistle.
You know, Hulkster, Macho Man, I will be the lookout, baby. And the Monster Maniacs are ready, Mean Gene.
You gotta have somebody to watch your back, Macho Man.
I understand that, and let me warn you, Vader, and you, Nature Boy, yeah, and the Butcher and Kevin Sullivan, the Monster Maniacs are the masters of disaster, yeah, and we know that we're gonna battle against all odds right here at Caesar's Palace, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. But I'll tell you one thing. We're gonna go all the way, and you guys are in the danger zone the way we are, strike to the max. Just watch out and see what we do, yeah.
No question in my mind that Vader would love to take you out here and not have to worry about you at Super Brawl.
Well, you know, brother, I've been hovering around Vegas for a few days now, man. Vader, I'm not a hard man to find, brother. I was looking and hoping that maybe you could warm me up a little bit, brother, before this match with a Macho Man, Sullivan, and the Butcher. But since I've been hovering, I realized that Macho Man and Hulk Hogan are the only thing in the WCW, the only thing in the world of wrestling. And with all the movie, all the TV people at Caesar's Palace, brother, the promoters' jaws are going to drop when they hear the roar of the crowd, when the Macho Man and Hulk Hogan chop down the Butcher, chop down Sullivan, and put our fists in Vader's face. And if Ric Flair, brother, the Nature Boy, the dirtiest player in the game, wants either one of us, brother, it's ooh yeah, brother. What you gonna do when the two brothers run wild on you?
Coming up, ladies and gentlemen, the Monster Maniacs to do battle with Kevin Sullivan and Butcher. When we come back, Sting meets the Avalanche here at the Clash of the Champions.
Oh yeah!
Now, I should note, when Hogan talked about all the movie and TV people, this was going on at the same time as the NAPD convention in Vegas.
Okay, yeah, because I think I heard Bobby Heenan as well mention some kind of convention was going on.
Yeah, that's the convention. I don't know. I don't think they have that anymore, but it was the convention where all the TV stations and syndicators would gather to like buy shows for the fall season.
Okay.
But mainly the syndication market. So
yeah. Okay, so that's kind of like selling or pitching pilots as well too, I guess, as well for on the syndicated markets.
Yeah. Oh, but hold on a second. We have a WCW Control Center spot with Mean Gene for Super Brawl. So, all right, let me play this here.
Hi again, everybody, from Las Vegas, Nevada, and Caesar's Palace. Gene Okerlund here. in the control center with the biggest news to come down the pike in a long, long time. World Championship Wrestling officials announced this past week the matchup that hardcore fans have been waiting for years. Coming up on Sunday, February the 19th at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, live from Baltimore, Maryland and the beautiful Baltimore Arena, WCW Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan defends against the reigning United States champ and the #1 contender, 452-pound Vader. If you recall at Starrcade, while I was conducting an interview with Hulk Hogan back in his locker room, Vader burst into that room and took off on Hogan. I mean, he called him virtually every name in the book. Eventually, both men had to be restrained.
Yeah, because freaking Doug Dillinger didn't do shit to stop it. And look what happened to Doug. He got choked by Vader as a result.
Yeah, serves him right.
As a result of this action, WCW officials have banned Hogan and Vader from being anywhere within 200 feet of each other anywhere in the world prior to Super Bowl V on February.
Okay, they have a restraining order. They can't meet within 200 yards anywhere on the planet.
And yet here Vader's sitting right at ringside.
Yeah, but as long as he's 200 yards away, he's fine. But who's going to enforce this?
I mean, it's not like on Community the one time that Professor Duncan got a restraining order against Senior Chang, and he just kept whipping out this paper that had the restraining order every time to keep Chang off him. And every time he approached, Chang kept running the other direction.
February the 19th in Baltimore. However, my sources tell me that Vader and his manager, Hardy Race, have paid big money, $350 each, for ringside seats tonight here at Caesar's Palace for the Clash of the Champions.
$350. If this was today, Dane, with TKO's pricing, he'd probably pay like $7,500.
Oh God, yes. I was just kind of curious just to, when I heard that, I did the quick Google, and $350 in 1995, it would be about $740 today. But yet, Vader seems to have pocketed Harley's ticket. So how's old Harlow's going to get in here?
That's my question.
Suffice to say, it should be a most interesting evening here tonight in Las Vegas. In weeks to come, I'm going to have more on Super Bowl V. Tonight on the WCW Hotline, your backstage pass is up and running, folks. Hear comments from superstars like the Macho Man, Randy Savage, Sting, even Hulk Hogan. Call the WCW Hotline right now at 1-900-909-9900. Find out what's going on behind the scenes backstage here tonight.
I love that even during this report, Mean Gene's like, just call the hotline, jackasses. Well, Gene's got to make that money somehow.
Yeah, the Mean Gene Burgers haven't quite caught on yet, so...
Yeah.
All right now, that's 1-900-909-9900.
Thank you, Gene, for that plug. Okay, so we get to our next match. It's Sting against the Avalanche with the Guardian Angel as the special guest referee.
Okay, how and why is Guardian Angel involved in this? I mean, I know Guardian Angel and Sting they were part of that triangle match back at Halloween Havoc to determine the #1 contender that had Vader winning it. So do Guardian Angel and Sting still have some beef, or is there some even beef between Ray Traylor and John Tenta there?
Maybe they think because this match needs like Law and Order or something, they have to go with the Law and Order man, maybe?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Let's go to Scott for Sting and Avalanche. Ray Big Bubba Boss Man, the Guardian Angel Trailer, is the special referee for some reason. Avalanche is introduced from Mount Everest, Washington. What the fuck? Did they mean Mount Raider or Mount St. Helens even? Scott is like obsessed with this.
So I guess when you're there and know the different mountain ranges and stuff, yeah, it could drive someone a bit batty, but I don't mind the kayfabeness of there being a Mount Everest in somewhere in the Washington State area.
Hey, at least it's something healthy like the mountain ranges. At least it's not something like Brian being upset whenever Ava makes the announcement on NXT for some reason. Oh, dear God, Brian. Stop it. Hey, Brian, if you want to see a bad babyface authority figure, I got 2 words for you. Stanley Blackburn. Sting quickly drop kicks Avalanche onto the floor, but Mr. Angel prevents him from chasing. Back in, Sting tries to slam, and Avalanche falls on top for 2. He pounds away in the corner as we get another great out-of-context quote from Tony. Speaking of flopping, Avalanche.
Jesus.
Power slam gets 2. Sting comes back with his accidental headbutt to the groin spot, and the Stinger splash times 4 to set up the body slam. Okay, now, Scott didn't mention it, but I did love that Avalanche did the mock moves thing. You know, the mock moves Avalanche loves to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into the ending of this match.
The ending is the main spot of this match, really.
Yeah.
He's going for the Scorpion Deathlock now.
You won't be able to turn him, though. He can't turn him.
That's the... Yes, he can. He got him.
He's gonna get him.
The fans are going ballistic. The Scorpion Deathlock is on Avalanche.
Is he saying yes? Is he giving up? I can't hear from here.
The Guardian Angel is right there. Nick Patrick said yes, he gave up.
Okay, now, Dave, can you just explain what happened for the audio
Okay,
listeners?
yes. So Sting struggles, but eventually gets Avalanche into the Scorpion Deathlock / Grapevine Reglock / Sharpshooter. Avalanche is bravely fighting not to tap out. Guardian Angel is down, and actually looks like Avalanche did tap out, but Guardian Angel ain't calling it for some reason. And then for another reason, out comes Nick Patrick to do the ring the bell. And Nick Patrick raises Sting's hand in victory. But Guardian Angel, for now, whatever reason, is now pissed at Nick Patrick and shoves him into the corner.
In fairness to Guardian Angel, he might not have watched a lot of early UFC at this time.
Also, but why are we getting a second ref? I mean, I can understand if Guardian Angel took like a ref bump or something and was knocked out and needing a second ref to come in, but why Nick Patrick causing trouble for no discernible reason?
Yeah, and how do we know particularly if Avalanche I mean, I know he tapped, but we haven't really established that tapping means give up yet in 1995.
Yeah, I think it's later in 95, 96. I think it's Taz who introduces the tap out as a method of submission.
Yeah. All right, let's pick this up here a little bit.
And the Guardian Angel he's furious. Nick Patrick came
Who's in charge of this match?
Well, Nick Patrick is senior official. Oh, and we've got a little Donnybrook going on here.
Well, for the last couple months.
Oh, Sting! The side of the head of the Guardian Angel.
This is going to get interesting.
Clothesline. Oh, and the Guardian Angel. The Guardian Angel is hammering Sting.
Okay, so now Guardian Angel is beating the crap out of Sting right here.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Avalanche is slowly getting back up, and then he decides to help out Guardian Angel here. And Guardian Angel tosses Nick Patrick out of the ring just for good measure. And Sting fights back, and looks like we get like Alex Wright and the Stars and Stripes coming out to help save the day.
Yeah, they come out to make the stave. And, well, they're going to come out together, Guardian Angel and Avalanche. But let's go back, and I think Mean Gene's going to conduct an interview with Guardian Angel and Avalanche.
Yeah, let's figure out why Guardian Angel is behaving badly.
Oh, you think that was going to be a pattern for Guardian Angel going forward, him behaving badly?
Maybe.
Have sent Mean Gene Okerlund to stop the Guardian Angel and Avalanche. Gene, take it away.
All right, Tony, Bobby, hey, just a second, gentlemen. Come on in here. What in God's name went on out there? I thought you were supposed to be a referee. What is this, back to the old Big Bubba Rogers?
What happened here is Nick Bockwinkel, the Commissioner of World Championship Wrestling, and the Board of Directors seen fit to send another referee. Hey, buddy, I'll call a match. I'll see it like it happens, and I'll kick some ass.
Yeah, you sided with this man here.
Hey, this man ain't quit. He ain't said I quit. That referee right there wasn't even supposed to be in the ring.
Let me point out something. You've got an identity crisis the way it is. What are you doing?
Shit. Hey, man.
What's your language on this?
Okay. So Guardian Angel rips the Guardian Angel shirt and says the S word, and that pisses off BG. He's like, watch your language.
Watch your language on this network here, boy.
But Gene, it's cable.
It's cable, yeah.
Well, hold on. This is like, what, a decade before South Park says that word like 100+ times.
Yeah.
Remember what a big deal that was that South Park said that word 100 times?
Yep. Oh, I remember it being a big deal when they made fun of the actual incident that was, I think it was like an episode of NYPD Blue or...
Oh, in Chicago Hope. I remember this episode because somebody actually said, oh, shit happens.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, they said it on TV.
Television broadcast.
Bottom line is, I'm going back to my roots. I got a heart and soul, brother. Big Bubba Rogers my name, and you're going to have to answer to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try sort all of this out here at the Clash of Champions. Apparently, it is the resurgence of Big Bubba Rogers. You saw what happened. He sided with the Avalanche. On the flip side of this break, Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man, Randy Savage, live from the Clash of the Champions. Don't go away.
Okay, so the Guardian Angel is now Big Bubba Rogers again?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, he said it himself. Okay, yep. Scott gave that a star. He said, so with that gimmick, another giant flop for trailer. He gives an interview with Mean Gene afterwards where he declares he's going back to be Big Bubba again. So there you go. All right, so we got our main event of the night as it's Kevin Sullivan and the Butcher against the Monster Maniac.
And also, I'm excited that the fact that Michael Buffer didn't butcher up any of them, call them like maybe like the Monster Force or some silly thing like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to do Uncensored 96 this year. Just wait till we cover that. Because, Michael is just,
The Omega Forces are King of Hulkmania today.
But we do have a Hogan Wrestling Buddy sighting in the crowd. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to Michael's ring introduction for Kevin Sullivan, the Butcher, because I want to hear this.
Coming to the ring at this time, from the three faces of fear, we have two of the most dangerous men in the sport today. First, coming in, weighing in at a powerful 241 1/4 pounds. From the Punk Republic, he's a man with speed, power, and total disdain for the rules, Kevin Sullivan.
Okay, hold on a second. When I think of Kevin Sullivan, I do not think of speed.
No.
So I don't know who gave Michael that fucking line.
And his partner, from the beaches of Southern California, weighing in at 258 pounds, he comes to the ring, still seeking revenge against the Hulkster, and promises tonight will be the night. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Butcher.
Okay, if tonight's going to be the night, why would tonight be the night? You're not winning the title if you win.
No. Yeah, I mean, you've kind of had two kicks of the can here, Brother Brutai. You were able to at least illegally choke out Hogan at the last Clash we did, and you failed to win the title at Starrcade, so this time the plan will work.
Yeah, it's like David Stearns whenever he signs a crappy pitcher. This will work this time.
You never know. It could happen to you.
All right. Well, we got to get to the introduction of the Monster Maniacs. Now, I do appreciate WCW's quick turnaround time on the Macho Man foam cowboy hats.
Oh, yes.
I would have loved to have one of these. I wonder how much that would cost on eBay now. Probably an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the site where legends are made, Caesar's Palace of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, no, Michael. I'm not going to play. No. I'm not going to. I don't want to get sued here, Michael.
Don't want to get dinged with a copyright strike there.
No.
Now coming to the ring, the newest and perhaps the most exciting tag team in the world. First, from Sarasota, Florida, wearing black and gold and weighing 242.5 pounds. One of the most well-known superstars of the sport. A man who ended all speculation at Starrcade in '94 when he extended his hand to his new partner, forming the Monster Maniacs. Ladies and gentlemen, the Macho Man, Randy Savage! And his partner, in the company of his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. He comes in wearing yellow, weighing 272 pounds, from Venice Beach, California. He is without a doubt one of the most famous, one of the most popular, one of the most charismatic athletes in the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, the professional wrestling heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan.
And I love here at 111.43, somebody's got a sign that has TBS, time to be slamming.
Time to be slamming, and then got like a figure of a drawing of a person slamming another person over, looks like a pole of some sort.
Yeah, I didn't get this at all. I don't know what the hell this is supposed. Is he throwing him over a wall? I don't get it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to Scott for the main event. This could probably be safely classified as the low point of Hogan's rampant egomania as he brings in Savage for a big money run and immediately marginalizes him as his wacky sidekick. Just to name one thing, like really, how difficult would it have been for them to bring in Savage, keep him strong, and then redo the Mega Powers angle? Well, you kind of want to do the big money first with them teaming up and then have them face each other.
Yeah.
The Egomaniacs, according to Scott, double team Butcher in the corner as Savage is more fringe than man at this point. Tony trying to recap the Dave Sullivan Magic Slippers angle while not sounding.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Do you
I heard that.
Dane, do you want to tell what happened to the Magic Slippers?
Those dastardly heels of Kevin Sullivan, the Butcher, and Avalanche, they beat down poor Dave Sullivan, and then they not only tore up the nice, snazzy Hulkamaniac robe that Hulkster bestowed upon Dave Sullivan, they also destroyed the red slippers boots that Hogan used to wore at WrestleMania 3 when he slammed Andre. So, two potential money-making items that could have been on eBay, gone.
Oh, two items that would have been on Most Wanted Treasures have been destroyed by the Three Days of Fear. What a bunch of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But that serves Dave right. He should have encased those magic slippers and sold them 30 years later for big money. How could you, Dave?
Dave, you dummy.
You just asked for that.
Yeah. Now I no longer feel sorry that Kevin might have cheated you out of his share of the money that he stole there from that Battle Royal.
In Continental, yeah.
Yeah, in Continental, yeah.
That we made up in our head canon.
Yeah.
Butcher quickly catches Hogan with the sleeper, which would be more devastating had he ever been allowed to beat anyone with it in WCW. But he chooses to release the hold instead of having the ref check the elbow.
Oh, God. That's so a stupid. Butcher, you idiot! You've been wrestling for so many years, and you put people away with that. You know the ref's supposed to check the elbow 3 times before letting go.
Well, you know what? He thought Randy Anderson had put the arm down 3 times, but he never knew that it could happen to you.
Yeah.
Oh, Dane, something happens here because Macho Man's trying to wake the Hulkster up.
We've known how devastating this version of Sleeper Hold is. I mean, the LAPD banned it for their crowd control tactic, so...
Yeah.
Hogan's dead for all we know.
Yeah, Hogan could be clinically dead, so, I mean, who knows what frickin' Butcher has done to him.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Butcher and Sullivan are celebrating like they just won.
Yeah.
P.U. Anderson's like, no, the match is still on.
Yeah, dummies.
Hulkster, buddy, wake up. Wake up, Hulkster.
All right, Hulkster, wake up from nap time. Come on. Wake the fuck up. Oh, wait a minute. I got an idea. Hold on a second.
Let me try this.
Let me play this.
2, 3. Cover him, Butcher. Cover him.
Wait a minute, Savage.
You know what? Bobby's right. Why isn't
Bobby's
fucking
right.
Butcher?
Yeah. They're doing the victory pose on the other end of the ring. And yeah, and Hogan still hasn't moved. Savage just pretty much looks like he's given up trying to get him up. Cover him, you dummies.
Make the fucking pin if the odds makers have you as the favorites.
Shades of Krusty betting all his clown college money on the Washington Generals to beat the Harlem Globetrotters. I thought they were due.
You know what this is the equivalent of? This is the equivalent of that Josh Allen interception against the Broncos. Oh, yeah, I went there.
What's Savage going to do? Savage trying to wake Hogan. Savage trying to wake Hogan.
He's going to turn on Hogan. I told you.
All right, now what just happened, Dane?
Okay, so Savage hits the Savage elbow from his corner. And just like almost like magic, Hogan gets up and starts hulking out.
That's all it took for Hogan to wake up? And how the fuck did Randy figure out that's how it works?
Couldn't have been the 15 million times that he's hit that same move on Hogan and that he's kicked out before.
All that must explain it. Randy knows it'll wake him up.
Yeah.
From experience. So, according to Scott, what the fucking fuck? Yes, the reviving elbow. So he hulks up because of course he does. And they just continue with the match as though everything is totally cool and normal again. He dropped the elbow on his own partner. And we didn't even get to the thing that made everyone irate yet. Savage gets caught outside, sent into the post, and sadly there's no one around to drop an elbow on him to wake him up. So Sullivan beats on him in the corner and Butcher gets another sleeper. But Savage escapes without the need for his own tag partner to perform a finisher on him and makes the hot tag to Hogan. Big elbow and leg drop finish Butcher at 12 minutes. What? The elbow didn't instantly revive him? Oh.
That's a whole new kayfabe precedent. Like, elbows from the top rope should automatically revive you.
Okay, well, we got to get into what happens after the match. So let's go right here.
Vantage point, but the chair is empty. Both the chairs are empty.
Oh, no, Dane. Both the chairs are empty, according to Bobby.
Well, we know at least one chair is empty because we never really see Harley Race ever showing up, do we?
No. He's probably still stuck outside waiting for the ticket.
Yeah.
Probably like that guy waiting outside the meter airplane at the post-credit scene. Well, I'll give him about 5 minutes, but that's it.
Flair is still at ringside. Vader has done a vanishing act.
Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Vader's now in the ring, Dean, and he doesn't even have his suit. He's got like his Mr. Rogers sweater on.
Took a sports coat off, and maybe that was under the sports coat all along, and he just left the sports coat behind.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, look at the fear. I can hear those knees knocking. They're going to have the Super Bowl right here.
They are. Hogan.
Now, hold on a second, Dane. Didn't they say that if they were 200 yards, like less than, they couldn't be? Here they are in the ring. Where the fuck are you, Doug?
Doug Dillinger, you failed again.
God damn it.
Vader, nose to nose now. Toes to toes and nose to nose. They're going to go at it. Blows to blows. Watch this place erupt.
And Flair's watching on. Blocked. Right. Oh,
nothing. Nothing.
It didn't even phase the
Come on, big boy. Give me what you got. Let me see what you got.
Oh, my goodness.
It's like a tree falling on you.
He's got Hogan.
He's going to power drive him.
He's going to power bomb Hulk Hogan. Oh, no.
Oh, no, Dane. Vader has powerbombed the Hulkster.
After no selling a few of Hogan's punches.
Oh, no. This is devastating, Dane. He might have to go to the hospital.
Yeah. Unless this match gets called off now because of breaking the peace bond between them.
Oh, yeah. Nick Bockwinkel's going to be upset when he has to go to his office like in Atlanta the next morning.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, God. This is going to be, let's continue. This is going to be, Look at him. He's twitching and shaking. That's obviously devastating.
Oh, he's done some internal damage. The big man has done what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, he did what he said he'd do, Bobby. Yeah. Oh.
And Hulkamania.
And Flair is loving it where he's sitting.
What? Wait, what?
No elbow drop this time. It just straight whoop.
Oh, Hogan's surprised he was just taking a nap.
Yeah.
Gets back up. No one's ever gotten up from that. He's not human. Vader, he's behind you.
Turn around. Now Hogan. Laying him in to the 452-pound monster.
Hogan got up from the power bomb. He got up to his feet. The Macho Man standing with him side by side.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the 19th of February in Baltimore, there's going to be a collision like never before seen in WCW as Hogan and Vader go one-on-one for the World Heavyweight title.
Baltimore is going to look like Kobe, Japan. It's going to be totally destroyed.
Oh, did Bobby just to compare Baltimore looking like Kobe, Japan after they had an earthquake recently?
God, Bobby, no.
No! Why did that win most discussional promotional tactic in the Observer in 95?
I almost have to look at to see what was the most disgusting. If it was in the window for the voting, it probably would have been the most disgusting tactic in 1995 would have been the Shawn Michaels fake concussion angle, alluding to Syracuse.
You know what the most disgusting promotional tactic was, according to the Observer? Gene Okerlund's 900 hotline announcement on the death of Jerry Blackwell, where he announced him as like a former major champion died, and it was Jerry Blackwell. And I remember, like, in the Observers and Torches, they treated this like a big scandal. And, like, now this would be like the 1995 version of clickbait. This kind of shit happens all the time, and no one bats a fucking eye.
Yeah, that's like almost, I've seen like a few wrestling news sites already advertising former WWE champion not renewing contract. And surprise, it's Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, the dub needs a 9,000 game changer, I guess.
Yeah, or more bodies for the Don Callis family.
Oh, because Lord knows they need a 16th member. Okay, let me go to Scott. He says, Vader attacks to set up the Super Bowl match and powerbombs Hogan, who instantly pops up and chases Vader by himself. And then they had to try to sell that pay-per-view with Hogan already having killed Vader's finish after he wrestled a long match. So this was kind of stupid, and it would get worse. Did he even give this a rating? You see. No, Scott didn't even bother for rating. All right, well, that's the Clash, and
the end of the Masked Man saga.
What happens is, eventually the Faces of Fear fade down the card, and then eventually it's Slamboree. Kevin Sullivan and Butcher, they have I guess they have like a fight on Worldwide or something. That leads to a match of Slamboree where the Butcher becomes the man with no name.
Oh, God.
And then he loses, and then we hear a voice that says, Sullivan, my son!
Sullivan, my son!
The rare white Bengal tiger.
Come into the jungles of Kathmandu.
Okay, so Johnny B. Bad and Orton is good. Bobby and Alex Wright is good. And then it kind of goes downhill from there.
Yeah, other than Garden Angel turning heel and going back to Big Bubba, wasn't much else with Sting and Avalanche. And yeah, Harlem Heat and Stars and Stripes was kind of a meh match. Monster Maniacs, Faces of Fear. Gah.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Dane, in our next episode of the Squared Circle Time Machine, how about we have a super show with some superstars on a super station?
Ooh, a super show, super station, superstars.
Yes. So in our next episode of the Squared Circle Time Machine, we're going to go back to February of 1986 for a special episode of NWA World Championship Wrestling on the Superstation called Superstars on the Superstation.
A lot of supers.
Yeah. Now, I will say we are going to have a big tag title match on this card between the Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll Express.
Always a good time with those two teams.
Oh, yes. It is indeed. Let me try to get the card here real quick. You see what else is on here. Okay, we got the Road Warriors against the Co-Offs.
Oh, wow.
We got a Dusty against Tully for the national title. And our big main event, we have Ric Flair defending the title against Ronnie Garvin.
Oh, Hands of Stone again.
Oh, yes.
Nice to see Ronnie after the nearly year of not seeing him after we talked about him and the great match for him and Greg Valentine, the submission match at Royal Rumble 1990.
The Hammer Jam, that was back in episode 1 when we were so new, we decided, we'll talk about all 5 shows and just share our memories with them until we established the format.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a fun little show before we established the Formula 1 episode 2. All right, so in our next episode, and I'm not even sure if we'll have a Scott review for it, but we'll see. We're going to have superstars on the Superstation in Jim Crockett Promotions in February of 1986. And that'll be in our next episode of the Squared Circle Time Machine. That was Dane. I'm Greg. We'll see you with that episode coming down the pike real soon. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.
Bobby, you know, show's over, Bob. Bobby, before these guys get ready 3 hours from now to go on the air with WCW Pro, I want to apologize publicly to you on this television station for ever using the term weasel.
Oh, no.
You certainly
Me too.
aren't a weasel. You don't look like a weasel.
What's so funny? We're just so glad you're awake.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to work in 3 hours. I can't wait.
You missed really quite a night.
Is it fun?
Tell me.
I'm sorry I ever thought you were a weasel. Ever called you a weasel. You're the brain.
You are brain.
You're the brain.
You're our co-host.
I've told you that for years, but you're up to something.
Yeah.
No. What'd you do?
Nothing.
What'd you do? You hit my luggage or something.
Not a thing.
Food on my chin or something? No. What, you think I look stupid or something? No.
You look great.
Okay,
you look
great.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry I couldn't get the house. My thanks to you.
Better.
My thanks to you, Brain. Not Weasel, but Brain. My thanks
Brain.
to you. Yeah, Brain. My thanks to you, Larry Zbyszko, Gordon Soley, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. You got to be on the air in about 3 hours.
I got to play 18 holes after that, too.
WCW Pro 905 with the Pro Team. Yeah, you always got to play 18 holes. That's all you do, as a matter of fact. And
it's not easy being a legend.
Gene and Bobby.
What are you, Bing Crosby?
Bobby, do you think you'd have time to come on the Pro Show with us just the way you are?
Well, I don't have my sports coat with me. You don't need it. You don't need it.
Just the way you are.
We have had I've got to get to the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Great. I'm sure I'd love to be there to see you get on the plane.
What is so funny? Okay, we are out of time. Man, thanks a lot. We hope you've enjoyed the Wrestling All-Nighter. We hope you'll enjoy it very soon.
Boy, that thing really packed some punch to it.
Put him up. That's the idea you had.
On behalf of all the announced crews at WCW, thanks very much for staying up all night with us, and we'll see you, I guess, sometime during the day with more WCW.
And remember one more thing. You heard it from the best right here. I'm the Brain. I'm not a weasel. Right.